Hi, so welcome to the Jumping Podcast. Myself, LoganSama, I'm here with the man of the moment, the Victor.
Man of the moment, Victor? Who?
You won, you're victorious.
Oh, Victor.
And you're the man of the moment because at this moment, you're winning everything.
I see.
Mr. GamerBee, hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm GamerBee.
So this is your second Premier win
Yes.
in the space of, is it 2 weeks? When was Japan Cup?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
So just like that, everything's clicked for you.
Yeah, I feel like really confident recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it for you? Let's go back to the start of Street Fighter 5 because in Street Fighter 4, you were one of the most consistent players, always top 4 at all of the biggest events. How did you find transitioning from Street Fighter 4 into 5? What was the big differences for you and the things that you found difficult?
I think a lot of Street Fighter 4 top players, they are suffering when they trying to play Street Fighter 5, including myself. In the beginning, we cannot figure out because the game balance is totally different. You cannot just play like a 100% defense. You have to take risk, and the offense is always better than defense in 5. A lot of people doesn't understand, including me. So in the beginning, I tried to play like a reasonable. Like everything I do is because I think that's the best solution. But if you play like that, your opponent will be really easy to predict your action. So it becomes like it's really hard to defense when you get knocked down or like rush down, especially in corner. So I lost a lot to can rush down, like a Laura rush down, like so many character rush down. In the end, I found the solution is try to change your style faster if you can, every round, every match, because if your opponent doesn't know what's your next step, what's your next move, I will say it always give you a lot of advantage in this game because it's too hard to react every move in this game, especially like a dash. Or like, okay, for example, if it's a Chun-Li, she's standing before you and you're in her like a standing heavy punch range. And in this range, he can fireball, he can heavy punch, he can walk for a dash, throw. She can also air kick. It becomes like in one timing you have to figure out like which one, like fourth solution is too hard. So the best way is that try to keep changing. So people, they don't understand like what are you going to do, and try to like sometimes you have to take risks. You have to guess one solution, maybe just uppercut, maybe you just go for throw or just jump away. Yeah, there's no like 100% right answer in this game.
And that sort of agrees with what we've been saying a lot on the show and on our Capcom broadcast as well. In that and on commentary, I feel like in the game you have to make a decision on what you're gonna do, and just be ready for if that works. You know, I'm gonna hit confirm this. I'm gonna try and go for the counter hit, and be ready to confirm.
Yes.
Not in Street Fighter 4. I press light. Oh, it hits. Okay, medium, special.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You know,
it's always
I'm gonna crouch tech. Oh, I got to hit light, medium, special.
Yeah.
You know, you have to. It's one thing, and you have to react to that working.
Yes. For too many safe things like uppercut, FADC, 2 jab confirm.
Yeah.
There's so many like easy way to play safe.
You don't have to concentrate as hard. You can do it and then react.
Yes.
Here, so you have to one button,
Yeah.
then react straight away.
That takes a lot of training, practice, but in 4, you have to pay enough time to train more.
Yeah.
So like every move, every skill you done, like it's like perfect, then you'll be good. But in fight, the skill or technique is really easy. In fight, I believe anyone can play fight, but who decide who is going to be better? It will be experience, reaction, and guessing. It's like read.
Reads, yeah.
Yeah, reads. I think
Sounds
that's
better than guess.
Yes. So even like a new player, okay, for example, let's talk about a young player like Phenom.
Yeah.
Phenom, he's brave. I think he's a very brave player because he is willing to do like a risk things in tournament. A lot of people, they are scared doing like a risk things in tournament. So that's why I saw something from him, like he wake up uppercut something, but that actually ruins some people's moment.
Yeah.
And that works.
It's really important to know, and because for me, Street Fighter V is so momentum based, it's really important to know when your opponent wants to push the momentum. And you watched Phenom against Fudo, every time he was right.
Yes.
Fudo wanted to push, he wanted to pressure, and every time the DP hit.
Yeah.
And I saw you against Ryan in the finals. Your DPs were working almost every time because you were making the right read on when he wanted to pressure you. You know? Because in this game, you know, characters with the rush down, it's really strong, and they, especially Ken, you don't want to go back to playing footsies. His footsies are not good. You want to pressure. So when you sense that, you let the DP go and it works. And you know, or wake up jab as well, V trigger cancel. You know, you were getting a lot from jump ins as well against Ryan. How important is jumping in this game to you? Do you think?
For my opinion, because I was always paying attention about the entire. So usually I get like maybe 90% of the entire with uppercut. It's better than like jab.
Jab.
Yeah. Okay. So, from my side, I will always tell everyone if someone asking me like how could you like doing entire so good? I mean, for me that's the basic, because my strategy have to build on by a really good entire and try to beating them in the fussy game. Because if I can beat them in the fussy game on the ground, they will want to jump. But they cannot jump. If they cannot jump, they cannot beat me in the fussy game, then I will win.
Yeah.
That's a really simple strategy for me. I always playing like this since from 4. I don't think it's like a perfect plan, but it fits my style. I always pay attention about entire, and when I play some player, they don't respect my entire too much. It actually gives me a lot of advantage.
Yeah.
It's like 2 uppercut in 1 round. I give like
It's a free combo.
Yeah, it's like a 30% house.
Yeah.
And every time I dash, I push more forward. So the small things actually change the tournament. And I don't understand why he like maybe he's nervous, maybe he's scared. I mean Ryan. When I want to jump, because I jump like 1 time, 2 times, it hits. So I will keep jumping until
you show me that I can't jump anymore.
Yeah. That will change, right? But in this game, it's not like a 4. One jumping doesn't like hurt you like a 50%. Because in 4 you can uppercut, FADC.
Yeah, okay, so if you jump, you don't get punished for jumping as badly.
Yeah, it's
but
not that.
If you land the jump in, 30-40% and mix up.
Yes. So it's really good for jump. I think you have to make people think you will jump. So they were paying some attention on the entire. So they cannot like focus on the fussy game. Yeah. So it's all the mind game and reads. So my strategy is really simple. Yeah, just like that. I play fussy game and I always paying attention on entire.
Have you been using Nakali for the whole time of Street Fighter V, or is there any other characters you looked at?
When I started 5, maybe like 3 or 2 months ago, I was like confusing. I don't know how to play this game because I don't want to take so many risks. I don't want to always like using a wake up uppercut to take back the turn because it against the my believing from Street Fighter 4. But I try out some other character like Cammy and Chun-Li. I tried those two. I tried to play Chun-Li because I said technique in 5 is not hard. So I can do all the combo. It's really easy. But I figure out if I have to play Chun-Li, I have to pay a lot of practice time on her because she has too many different setup and the combo a different kind of combo confirmed. So if I have to play her, I have to drop Nakali. I think so. So I don't want to use Chun-Li anymore. So I try Cammy. Cammy is really easy, and the Cammy is much powerful than everyone thought. But if I play Cammy, I figure one thing is like if you don't take risk, you can't win.
Yeah,
you can't. It's even more obviously than Nakali. When I play Nakali, I don't feel in that way. But when I play Cammy, I feel no, there's no way you play safe.
I feel like you look at how Kazunoko and Punko play Cammy, and even Hurricane here, and how you look at maybe K-Brad plays Cammy, and K-Brad is playing maybe too honest, too safe.
Yeah.
And you look at Punko and Kaza, they play crazy.
Yes.
But then Cammy, it's a bigger risk than Nakali because 900 health and 900 stun as well. So you make the wrong guess, and it could be the round against like a Lara or Ken maybe, or even Nakali if you have the right amount of bar. You can. So Cammy in big tournaments, in long tournaments, maybe in pools you're fine. You beat the scrub players. Maybe you beat a couple of the better players in the top 64. But maybe you make the wrong guess, and eventually you lose because of it. But Nakali, at least, if you make the wrong guess, you have more health, more stun.
Yeah.
You have a bit more safety. Another chance.
I will say, if we talking about my like a top 5 list, it should be like Chun-Li. I would say Nash, upper than Ryu.
Above Ryu.
Above Ryu.
Interesting.
So because for Nash it's easier to.
I think a lot of people don't understand why Nash is so good. They don't see why he's so good.
Yeah, because he always having the control.
Yes.
In the game. So if you're doing everything right, it would be so hard to knock him down. But in the other hand, it's really hard to do everything right.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Also, Ryu third. I would say Ken is fourth. But it's because if we're talking about all the matchup, I think Ken has pretty good, a lot of good matchup, and he has really good like a mix up. He can kill anyone.
I think if you're a good player, you can beat anyone with Ken.
Yes.
It might not be 6-4 matchup, easy matchup, but if you're a good player and you play and make the right guesses, because you have to make guesses with Ken, you can beat anyone. He has the tools to beat anyone.
Yeah. I would say Ken can beat anyone, Cammy can beat anyone, but those two characters are Ken is more safer.
Yeah.
But Cammy is more like faster. The mix-up is faster, and her range is always she can come in right away, and
I think she has better pressure as well.
Yeah.
Her button 3 frames,
easier,
better frame advantage as well.
Yeah, but talking about number 5, I would say number 5 is more even, like Nakali, Cammy, Karin. I would say those 3 should be like number 5. Yeah, other is more below. I feel like Cammy the best Cammy right now, it might be Pungo.
Okay.
The reason why is Pungo actually taking a lot of risk, so everyone would be scared.
Yeah.
And when he doing well, he's unstoppable. Even in Tokyo Game Show, I don't think actually if I just try to play him if I don't run away, I don't think I can win. His reaction, his guessing is really scary. Even she only have 900 health. I don't know when he will uppercut. I really don't. So I have to keep running away and try to ruin his momentum. That's the strategy, and it works. That's why I'm saying Pungo is the best. Because when he in the momentum, he's unstoppable. I don't think anyone can be a Cammy like this, because when you want to approach, you get uppercut. And when you trying to fussy again, the EX5 kick comes in. Yeah, and every time she sting light kick, you have to get some throw or
And you can never tech throw against Cammy ever. You'll die.
So hard. Yeah, you die. Yeah, I would say Pungo Cammy is best right now. But the problem is
I like Zhao Hai.
Zhao Hai is more solid.
His reactions are insane.
He's insane. Yeah, he's good. I would say, but I don't understand. They all saying they cannot be stable in every tournament. They cannot always place high in every tournament. That's a problem for Cammy. Maybe they need to study player more, not just play random or risk. Maybe it's not enough. If you're trying to make your guessing easier, then you have to study play.
Research, watch their replays, see their patterns.
Yeah.
More educated read than guess.
So
do you do much of that? How much do you do in terms of watching other players, in terms of your training? We'll talk about your training now a little bit, if that's okay.
Okay, my training, actually, because I'm traveling so much recently, I already traveling 6 weeks in a row to tournaments. And I don't have time to practice. Even I came back to Taiwan, I have to do a Twitch job.
Yeah.
I do my job. So I don't have time to training. I haven't played at home before Tokyo Game Show. I was working in the Tokyo Game Show Twitch booth. So the only way is try to watch players' video. And especially recently, I play a lot. So I will watch the video I play in every tournament and try to figure out why I'm losing this one. Maybe this decision is not perfect. Maybe there's a better solution. And try to figure out players' habit. I usually rank player from their aggressive, defensive, or do they take throw? Do they always wake up jab? Things like this. If you can get 1 or 2 habit, it gets a lot of chance to win. Yeah. But if I'm fighting someone I never fight before, that would be hard. Actually, I never fight Pungo before Tokyo Game Show, and I never fight Problem X, Phenom, Reinhardt in fight yet. So those players actually makes me worry. Yeah. But I will say maybe because my Nikali is more experience right now. For them, for European player, I actually faced a more situation before in Asia tournament, so I can still doing well in a tournament because I know this situation. I should do this. I should do that.
So you know the character matchup, but maybe not the players.
Yeah. I would say the reason Ryan lose to me is not because the player is not good. I think he doesn't know my style. It's our first time, and already fight a lot of good player in Asia. I lost
Japan, there's a million.
Yeah, I lost to Eita twice.
Yeah.
So I study a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I guess. I study a lot of player more than 4. In 4, I'm more focusing on my skill. I try to make my skill perfect. Like I won't miss in the tournament. I can always doing like a really hard technique in the tournament. I don't miss because of pressure. I don't miss because of my situation not good. In 4, I'm more focusing on the perfection of my skill.
So that in 4, the execution's
Yes.
a lot more important than in 5. In 5, you can couple of days learn all the combos, get most of the setups down, and then it's all about understanding the situations you're in, training your reactions to those situations, and then obviously your muscle memory to recognize a situation and then execute what you need to do.
Yes, that's right. It's pretty basic, but I think a lot of people didn't pay attention about this. In 5, reading habit is very useful. Reading habit is very useful. I always guessing like okay, so my opponent should be study my habit. So I try to change all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as an Akali player, what are your main strategies that you're using with that character? You know, you say you want to try and change, but like say your flow chart for Akali. What do you generally go through?
Okay, so we all know like Akali V-Trigger is good. So basically building up V-Trigger is the first priority. So even I jump in, I hit, I don't always do like a max damage combo.
You make sure you end in.
Yeah, with the TC target combo with the ground punch. Then I build some V-Trigger. If I can like a V-Trigger earlier, no matter when I in V-Trigger mode, the character is too good. It's like a double S tier. Yeah, my walking speed is so fast. My ground punch is so fast.
Dash range,
and the standing mini punch buffer, everything is good. So even I don't have a lot of health, I can always come back if I have meter. I need a CA to come back. So I always trying to V-Trigger before I die. Even I nearly die, I always try to V-Trigger because
even if it's just neutral, not confirmed, just V-Trigger activate. Yeah.
It's better than nothing. If you die with like full V-Trigger, bar is useless.
Yeah.
I think most players should be like more aware about this. Yeah. If you had V-Trigger and you're about dying, no matter what, try to activate. No matter what, because it's better than nothing.
Your character's better in V-Trigger anyway. That's how the game's built, so it gives you a better chance.
Yes, give you best. And the best thing is like, okay, so if Akali V-Trigger, people will give you more respect to you. It gives you more time to build meter. Actually, they will, because if I'm in corner, then I V-Trigger, the people will fall back. Then I have more time to ground punch or like try to approach them. I get some meter back from there. I think that's also useful.
Do you try to not use EX moves then very much with
EX what?
Just the meter in EX moves. So do you try not to really use them so that you can?
I try to study when to use it, and it actually like okay, first round or second round, I will use it, or maybe it's close to ending.
Yeah.
I will use the EX meter to do the back four. Punch. And it's really good because in the end, in the corner, you can do like a really good mix-up from there. Yeah. But usually, I don't use EX meter. Unless if I use an EX meter, I'm pretty sure like I have a lot lead in this round. Otherwise, I won't use it. Basically, it's like this.
And the other important tool that Nakali has, which not many characters have, is the command grab.
Oh yeah.
Talk about the psychology of using the command grab, and you know when you're trying to use it, and how effective it can be.
Well, I think because in 5 you can take throw very slow, so it becomes if a person he want to take throw, it's really hard to throw them. So in this moment, you can use command throw because a lot of people trying to do back jump, take throw.
Yeah.
But if you command throw in the first time,
Meaty command throw. Yeah.
yes, they cannot doing that. They cannot doing that, and because Nakali has really good confirm button, standing mini kick, confirm like a crouch mini punch.
Yeah.
So it's like a 50-50 for everyone. Everyone have to guess it unless they do uppercut. So I doing pressure with this, like just really easy 50-50, but with Nakali walking speed, with Nakali damage, it gives a lot of pressure to them. I won't say I always guessing right, but the whole thing is to make them feel unsafe. You have to make them feel unsafe.
I feel like you can feel comfortable just blocking Nakali, but when you show them the command grab, then they're not comfortable anymore, and they start maybe taking big risks. Maybe they do start dragon punching. Maybe they start jumping. You know, so and you can get big damage. You know, if they try and walk out of your pressure, they get crouching medium kick stomp. You know, if they try and dragon punch and you bait, you can get 40-50% maybe if you have the bar. So it's really important.
It's really
and I feel the command grab is what makes him top 5. I think if he didn't have the command grab, I think he'd be too easy to just block out.
Yes, that definitely. Because after standing mini kick, it pushed it pretty far away. So
Yeah.
you cannot throw from there. I guess if without command throw, he's not that good. Yeah, of course. And EX command throw is much more useful than the people thought, because even it takes 1 meter and uppercut, the damage is only like 150, 160. It's not that great, but you get a knockdown, and there will be like a back free. Then you push forward a little bit. Every time I push a opponent into a corner, it makes me like have really huge advantage. They always have to pay something to get out.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's also really useful strategy. So that's why if I doing like command throw, I usually use EX1.
Okay, well, that's a lot of great information for you Nakali players out there, and thank you very much for all of that. It's really insightful. Let's round it up now. So you're qualified for the Pro Tour finals again, back there at the finals again. Who are you looking at as the biggest threats when you get there? Right out of the people that we know are there right now.
I would say there will be 3 players I really want to win. One is Tokido, one is Infiltration, the other one is Fudo. Because I think Tokido has best Ryu, and I think Infiltration, he knowing Street Fighter 5 much better than everyone else. He completely understand this game and how to play it. So he will be really good opponent if I can beat him someday. The other one is Fudo. I would say Mika is really pretty bad matchup for Nakali.
Okay.
He's actually pretty bad. And
why is that?
Because her mix-up is really strong against Nakali, and Nakali's V reversal is really slow, so it's really hard to use V.
You just get command grab.
You cannot do anything, and Nekali needs V trigger too much. If you do V reversal, you maybe cannot come back. And also is the when we both in the like close range, her this like this clap is too good. Very low risk, very high return, and I barely cannot throw any standing heavy kick because it's too risky for me. I hit, even I hit one crush counter. It's like the same damage, like hurt it, but I'm in corner. I will be in corner, and if I whiff, I get clap for free. If it's too close, because it's too slow, you get clap.
Do you not feel though when you knock Armika down, she has to take your pressure as well though? So.
Of course. Yeah, but before I knock her down, before I have V trigger, I think Mika still have more advantage in the Fusi game.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she doesn't need meter. She doesn't really need so many meter or like V trigger to push me into a corner.
No.
One
bar, EX shooting Peach, you're
yes.
in the corner.
And the ground pound is really, it's also really too risky.
Risky, yeah.
Against Mika.
And Mika, they all love to jump anyways.
Yeah. They can change the air angle.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Does your heavy DP's got really good horizontal range though? Can you not catch her with that if you do it early?
It depends on the distance.
Okay.
But I know like some Mika, they really tricky. They control the distance really makes you feel like you can uppercut.
Okay.
Yeah, but when they like fall down, you get it whiffs. Then you get a crush combo, maybe or into a corner.
It definitely in the corner.
Yeah, definitely a corner. It's always like I'm in corner and die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it's really hard for Nekali. I don't have time to build V trigger. I think that's the most important thing. I don't have time to build V trigger. If I get knocked down, I might just die.
Yeah.
I don't have time to use V trigger. Then it's not.
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why the matchup is pretty bad for Nekali.
Okay. And one last question.
Okay.
Because he was here at this tournament and he finished 4th. What do you think of Daigo in Street Fighter V?
I would say, actually, I think he's really good. But the reason is not because the result. I think he's really good because he's trying to play his own style. Maybe you can say he's stubborn, but maybe it's because he's already a legend. He doesn't need anything, any like title to prove anything. He just want to show him if he won, he can use the way he want to play in this game and beat everyone. Like, I think that's the things he trying to working on right now. He trying to play fireball game and just like a distance control. He want to keep in the way to beat everyone. I don't think he want to change. I don't think he will want to change because he's losing. He will try to use this strategy and be like too good for everyone. He can kill anyone with this strategy. Then I think that's his goal. And for this reason, I would say he's really good, and I think he might be able to do it.
Every time I see him, he has something, small changes. The style is getting more and more refined, and as we get closer and closer to the finals, I'm really excited to see how Daigo plays at the finals because I can see his Ryu style is getting better and better and better. And obviously it's difficult that style you're talking about. He will kill you with only fireballs if he can do that.
Yes.
That's his best day. If he can win a tournament and only throw fireballs, he's happy with that.
Yeah.
But against Chun-Li, difficult.
It's really difficult.
And there's other characters as well, maybe Guile, Nash as well. That fireballs, they will beat Ryu in fireballs. I feel so. It's hard for him, but I'm interested to see how he adapts to those matchups.
Yeah. So, but I'm also trying to. I I'm like a friend with Daigo, but we are also like a competitor, right?
Yeah, of course.
So he has his thought, he has his theory. He want to be good. He want to show everyone he can win by his way. But I'm also trying to prove like people like us, like Street Fighter 5 has become more esport. I believe esport meaning the gaming balance will keep changing, new character keep coming. So
game.
who can actually win the game? So it's not about the okay, I have a better best Nikali, you has the best Alex. I think that's too old. I think we have to face the truth is like if we are pro gamer, we have to discover like best way to win in this patch, in this game. And try to adapt. That meaning if you have to change character, you change character. That means if you have to change your style, try to change it. Anything you have to change because you're pro. We are pro about Street Fighter 5. We're not just pro about Nikali. Not pro just about. Of course, you can show your style. It's a style.
Yeah.
But if we are pro and it's our job is try to make ourselves being the best player in Street Fighter 5. So if I think Nekali has the max range, I cannot go like far than here. Then
You've hit
I will try.
the glass ceiling. You can't go above this level.
Yes. Then I will try to try new thing, new character, new thing. I will try it because I believe I want to be like knowing the game, not just knowing my character.
Well, congratulations again on another victory, and I'm sure we'll see you at Capcom Finals.
Yes, maybe more premium tournaments.
Have a safe flight.
Okay,
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you. Bye.